Hey, Frank the Tank. What's up? It smells like a cigarette. What's up, AJ? I mean, Horseshoe Man. Man, this smells like this has been sitting in a trailer, hot boxing Winston's for the last 30 years. Is it the grub? Oh, I hate these damn old man's grubs. Too much grown-up crap to do. I understand that. I'm about to have to get into grown-up crap. I'm going to show y'all, though, what I found today. Yeah, that really stinks. Oh, let's see if I can get rid of this skirt. Ugh. Still smells. Not as bad though. It is, Kyle. It's the got a willow on it. You don't see those as much, but it looks like the half ouncer too. Looks like the half ouncer, which you didn't see as much. So I'll sling that around. That'll be worth slinging. But hello, Kyle. Y'all check this out. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I did good. Where should I start? All right. Bobby, you'll enjoy this. So here's bait number 1. And y'all decide what I paid for all of this. Pointer, correct. Then maybe we'll go from plastic to wood. Strike King, 4S, powder blue. I wouldn't have bought it if it weren't for this color. Got that one. So that's 2. Some people love these. They have their own little cult following. Flat Max, got it. Probably paint this one because I don't like the color. Bandit, Bobby, Bandit. Flat Max. So this one will probably get a refresher paint job on it. All right, it's number 3. Also got in the plastic category. Oh, I had to. Why not? Right? Why not? I couldn't just leave it there. So I also bought this little guy just for sport because I kind of want to paint it. You don't. I feel like I don't see the little lightning shads, and this one's pretty tall. Pretty little. I feel like I see the bigger ones more. So it's got an insert. So I figure I could shave all this shit off, all the paint off, and keep the insert and paint it something a little sexier. That's the plan, at least. I'm gonna try to get all that green and black off, and refresh this guy. So that's bait number 5. Went with this old Ireland shad wrap. Just because. Got 1, 2 Ristos. These might be the 5s, maybe. And then we got a bigger one, a bigger Risto, which may be a 7. So we got 2 5s and a 7. Then we got an original series Bagley. Couldn't leave it there. DT6. And then this guy. A flat Killer B2. Not going to fish it. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. But it kind of looks like that ugly ass bait that you and Scott like, Bobby. Burns, do you need 151 or 153 plus these 2? Then nice person had a B3 04 color, pretty good shape. Take that. And the icing on the cake. Couldn't believe it. My eyes about bugged out of my head. WEC Zoom Stumpy. From 2013. In what looks to be never thrown condition. Immaculate. I don't like the Stumpies, but I could not resist the Stumpy. So that's 14 baits. The color, I forget what this is called. It's like, what is this color called? Something's, no, Milo's the one that's copper with the blue dot on it, I think. Kyle, pretty close. 8. Let us know, Bobby. I forget what it's called. It's a pretty thing. It's a pretty little thing. So that was what I found. Oh, and that Hank Parker. Found a lot of stuff, BBC. Found a lot of stuff. We got more additions to the wall. So just what I needed. Which a lot of this stuff will get transformed. Like these can get transformed. The Bandit can get transformed. This can get transformed. The pointer I will leave. This I will leave. This will just wall hang. This will get fished. This will probably get transformed into something. Oh, we still got the sure set on the back. I didn't even think this was a sure set color. This, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Paint it. Tim, look what I brought. Oh. My old Univox. The best thing about this is the speaker. Good sounding amp. I bought that amp and an Alamo Challenger about 10 years ago from a guy that used them to play harmonica with. And I think I gave him $150 for both of them. No, I hadn't got the bass hooked up yet. I'm working on putting my a gift together. I'm trying to put guitars together. I'm trying to put a piece of guitar back together for him for Christmas. Haven't had time to work on the bass because if I have to order a pick guard for it, and I told you the pick guard is going to cost more than I paid for the bass, and I'm in no rush for that. Hey, what did you do? Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Why would you do? Oh, nice. Do a little dance for Burns. Do a little dance for a builder dude. Look, this is what I went and got at my parents' house, Tim. So, this was my first guitar. This is the body from a Lotus. I broke the bridge piece, so it's taken apart. Here is, I don't know what this is. Hey! But it's got a Seymour Duncan in it, and it's got a Tone Rider Classic Blues in the neck, and it's got a STA3M Fender VC. Maybe it's out of a classic vibe in here. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I bought the body somewhere. I don't even know where the body came from, but it's cool because it's faded out and it's got this pinstripe that you can see right here that goes all the way around the pick guard. So somebody did a little sanding to get a neck to fit in there, but I like that guitar. I don't like the humbucker and the bridge on a Strat. Not my thing. I'll probably take that out and do something else with it. Here is my second guitar, the Clapton-inspired Squire Strat body. The neck is off of it because that neck is my favorite neck I've ever played in my life. And here's one I'm going to paint that I started taking the paint off of. It was on some Strat my dad bought at a yard sale for cheap. So I'm going to get all this paint stripped off of this one and paint it. But Pure vintage. What did I say this one was? Did I say pure vintage? Is it a pure vintage? Classic blues. 6.1K, so it might be a little hotter than normal. Maybe that's supposed to be like a Stevie Ray Vaughan. It does look like I got it out of a house fire because I've been nuking it with a heat gun trying to get this glue and poly to come out. It seems to be the easiest way to get this crap off. A scraper and a heat gun, bubble it up. But I will say it's oddly satisfying to strip a guitar. What's up, JP? And here, not to blow my surprise. Hopefully he isn't watching this, but this is the project. Just this one, JP. I've painted one in my life. It was a Telecaster. I painted it in Austin. But this is the one this is the project I started before I moved to Austin, and then I moved to Austin, left the guitar at my parents' house, never finished it. So what I did was I covered this thing in copper leaf, the whole thing. And it's gotten drug around and kicked around at my parents' house for years and years and years. And I sanded on it right here to see if I could make it look okay, like make it look like a road worn. It didn't turn out too terrible. But this is the copper caster. And I think I'm going to clear coat this one and pass this one on to the nephew. I'm going to leave it as is, leave it all beat up looking. So that's the story. I just got to clear coat this thing. But I gotta get going. I gotta order bridges for 1, 2, 3 of those. Need bridges. Actually, no, that's got a fender bridge in it. I gotta order bridges for them and tuning pegs, stuff like that. No, it was actually already shielded, Tim. I bought it from a guy years ago, and he had like done everything. He had, I think he just like tinkering with instruments, but he bought that Squier. It was a Squier, and he had like, I think he had upgraded the pickups. He'd put a cap on one of the tone controls, the bridge tone control. He had shielded the inside of the guitar and the back where the tremolo springs go. He had shielded all that with copper, and I guess he did his little upgrades, his little tweaks, and he sold it to me with the amp for like $125. So it was one of those little Marshall FX, and I bought it to do that too. So we'll see. I also got to get a name. I got to get a decal made for the headstock, and I think it's going to say Tackle Caster. I think that would be appropriate. Get it done in like the Fender logo styling. So we'll see. I got some Burnsies done. It doesn't look as chartreuse as it is. But it's chartreuse and orange. You know what's wild is I typically like the smaller scales, but I can't do this color on a small scaled bait and it look right. The colors don't look right on small scales. You have to do those big loofah scales on it to get the color to look right. So I tried it with the little scales and it doesn't work. This one, Tim, I liked it so much I called it TK's Juice or TK's Special. I forget which one, but this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites because it's like a cross between. It's like if you had Louisiana shad and then you just like put coleslaw over the shoulders. You have your triple dotted silver eyes to set it all off. And then we got the Burns's foiled flat root. I did it in Bull Granny. So you got that one foiled. That's the flat root, and then there's the BDS2. Then I finished all these. This was my way of trying to make this a little bit appealing. Like I said, I think the best way to have accurately done this would have been to have striped it because of the way the guy painted, but I opted not to. I opted against. They're sexy. They're sexy. They should make you feel sexy. There's a middle end. It's a baby end. Or tiny baby end. Yeah, baby end. $1.5. Hey. You know, I don't, Tim, that color was actually out of my wheelhouse a little bit. Painting, like it was like they took the shoulder color, the like light brown, and then to make the body color, they just added white to it. Or they took the bone white body color and sprayed it. And then what was left in the cup, they just added like a lot of brown to it just to darken it up, or black, and then sprayed that on the shoulder. Uh, but it was not the belly. The belly was an odd color to match too. It was like this pinky orangey kind of. I don't know what it was. You can see it, but everything was very muted. So we'll see. Maybe they get bit. The problem I had with the bait was that each side was a different color. So one side was kind of brown and one side was kind of light. So I didn't really know which one to match. Looking for a new bait caster. Is a Daiwa 150 631 good? Grizzly, I don't know jack shit about Daiwa reels and which ones are good and which ones are not. I'm only familiar with BDS4 and SB1. Ooh, wee. I like a brown crawl pattern in the fall. Well, maybe Burns's SB1 winter SB1. I need to put in a brown crawl. Maybe I just need to redo that color. That'd be fun. I mean, it wouldn't be, but it needs to be done. Jeremy has a Daiwa 150, and he said he likes it. So there you go. From somebody that owns one. From somebody that owns one. I do not. I cannot tell you, but there are people here more educated than me on Daiwa reels. So let it be known. I guess I got a new Stumpy for the collection. All right, Stumpy added. But it's a confidence color for me. I don't care if it's a crawl or the shed, as long as it's different shades of brown and white. Well, I guess that needs to be done. So the tournament yesterday started off pretty good. Started catching some fish, and about 9:30, it was time to move spots to somewhere where we thought we could cull, and went to crank the boat, and the cranking battery was dead. I think we had live scoped too much, and it killed the cranking battery. So we dicked around with that for a while, and then had the power poles down once, and then tried to get them back up. One of them came up, one of them stuck down. So we had to get the power pole up, dig out some rope, tie it together, tie it to a cleat so it wouldn't bounce around and fall while we were running around. Somebody ended up bringing us a jump box to jump the motor off so we didn't have to start switching around batteries. A couple issues. But we never made it to where we wanted to go. We kind of played it safe and went and kind of fished by the ramp so we could get back. But we didn't end up weighing in our fish. we wouldn't have. Well, we wouldn't have done anything. We weren't creeping around the pay platform. So we put it on the trailer about 30 minutes early, beat the crowd, and came on home. Called it a day, but it was fun. I don't have my stuff here, but Friday or Thursday, whenever we were talking last, uh, I mentioned that I felt like Saturday was going to be a bandit day, and it in fact did turn out to be a bandit day, and uh, and it was a bait that I had painted one of, and I thought it was so hideously ugly when I first painted it. And the more I looked at it, the more I liked it, and I threw it, and they they got chewed up. But Kyle, here's the funny part. I think I jinxed us. So we were sitting out there floating, waiting to blast off, and I asked Huntley. I said, "Do you have jumper cables in this boat?" And he said, "No." He said, "We did, but we were up on the Coosa and we tied up. We didn't have a rope, and we tied up to somebody's boat dock with our jumper cables, and then like a wave came through and like ripped the jumper cables apart." I was like, "Okay." I said, "So you don't?" And he's like, "No." I said, "You got some in your truck?" And he said, "No." I said, "All right, maybe we won't need them." Sure as shit, 3 hours later, sure would be nice to have those jumper cables. But lesson learned. Should have brought mine, which I wouldn't in my truck, but I should have asked when I met up with him. Then we'd have been fine. But Tim, I like the little deeper one better than I like the shallow one. I don't know if that's a popular or unpopular opinion, but some people might like the shallow flat max. I don't have as much experience with it as I do the deeper flat max. This might be a good bait. Maybe I might need to keep this, but uh, I actually have one. Uh, I should probably take them off of here. This was my boat keychain for a while, and I don't know why I have a mistake flat max deep on here that has seemingly been chewed up, but for some reason it's on my keyring. Peacocky looking thing. Let's take these off. Let's go ahead and take these off. My brother-in-law swears by that flat max. I've never thrown it. Which one does he like, the deep one or the shallow one? What is going on? All right. So this would be a good candidate for a key ring. Deep little end with the bill broken off. Don't know how that happened, but it did. So it was BBC. It wasn't that bad. Huntley, you could tell Huntley, the guy I was fishing with, he was. It kind of took the wind out of his sails. You could tell his demeanor changed. To me, it was normal. Like I I kind of expect things like that to happen. So when it does happen, it doesn't like come as any surprise. You know what I mean? when my motor doesn't crank, I don't go, oh, it's just like another day when my motor doesn't crank. And you deal with it. So he asked me, he was like, what are we going to do? I was like, listen, dude, don't worry about it. Here's why. You have a 36-volt trolling motor, and we've only been fishing on it for 2 hours. So we have 3 fully charged, like 34 group batteries. I said, this son of a bitch is going to run. I said, we might have to do some finagling where we're like unhooking batteries and hooking batteries up a lot. I said, but we got batteries. We've got 4 and we've got 1 that sucks. Darius, did you see the new one? This will probably be Darius probably needs to get this one quick. It's a flat root, flat sides, and it's foiled. So it's going to have a lot more flashy. Seems right up Darius's alley. So I guess I need to paint. This one's pretty boring. I should probably paint it. These 2 can stay. I know good and well I'm not painting this mistake one. I'll probably paint these other 2. Let's get the chopping hooks off. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. The Stumpy is driving me nuts. I'm having about 2 light colors, like golden crawl with black mesh back. I thought it was called Mad Cow or something. Not like the bandit color, but I thought that was the name of that color. I could be wrong, but because I painted a bunch for Jesse Wiggins. Let me look. I can find it in a second. Let me see. It's loading. What is that damn color called? Zoom. I didn't know Black Label did a largemouth bass color. That's pretty good. Was it Mad something else? I don't know, Bobby. Mad Crawl? Let's see. I thought it was something mad. Maybe I'm going mad. But my problem is I'm having problems finding pictures of it. It should be pulling, like in Google, it should be pulling eBay items. Let's pull up eBay. Mad Crawl. Tim, this color. Silver scales. Black sides, it looks like. Black shoulders. Shut up. Orange belly. Golden yellows. Just confirmed it. Zero doubts. Mad crawl. All right. All right. First fall pike harvest. Mad crawl WC zoom crankbait. Has any sold recently on eBay lately? Let's go to sold listings. Somebody's listed 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 baits, 8 zooms for $1,000. Are they nuts? Red River Crawl's sexy. I don't see one that sold. Huh. Weird. WEC prices are back up. Maybe I should list that one up for sale. What specific? Is it like one of those things where guys are trying to find specific colors and they're all fighting over like white knights again? Or is it... You mean the store that sounds like lemons? $1,000 beans. Yes, they are offering in trade for your 1,000 US beans 8 WEC crankbaits. Bobby, is specific models and colors going up, or is it just everything? I don't think the Stumpies have ever sold that well, but they still I'm sure there's people that love the Stumpy, but I don't think it's an overly desirable color. I mean bait. The color is more desirable, I think, than the bait, for sure. Ooh, got a bonus on this one. I believe we have yes, we do have a bonus. We have a bonus on this Risto. Check out those hooks, boys. Those are grade A Gamakatsu bronze round bends, and they're still sharp. What a delight. What a delight. Those are sharp. Somebody liked this bait, and it doesn't even look like they ever threw it. Gammies. What a bonus. What a bonus. Those suck. Anybody else got good hooks on you? I was hoping all the Ristos would have like upgraded gammies on them. Nope, those are rust buckets. Stock. Pointer stock. Brown pieces of junk. More brown pieces of junk. So everything has terrible hooks except for that one Risto. It's got gammies on it. So That's nice. That's nice. Let's take these off and put them in the reused pile. Take these off and put them in something I can use. Burns, I guess I need to send these to you and let you do a little some sort of magic on them. Yeah, I get pretty excited, Bobby, when I get a bait that's that you weren't expecting, and then it shows up and it's got good hooks on it. It's only 50 cents worth of hooks, but still, or more than that, maybe 70. I don't know what a gammy goes for now, but maybe it's $1 worth of hooks. But it's just something else you don't have to do, I guess. Ooh, wonderful, builder dude. Thank you. Burn, should I send these to you for a facelift? Literally and figuratively? Go ahead and chop this stuff off. Bobby, that's a real popular bait here on Bugs Island. That's the one that you see I do have quite a few of. Which one? Taps? You want to look mod? I was trying to think of a little different lip mod. Something not standard. Something not standard. And I think I know. I think I know. I don't know where that hook just went, but I hope it's not far because I don't want one of my kids to step on it. It sounded like it went over there. They usually just fall on the floor. All right, I'll set these to the side. What's a Hottentot from Storm? I was thinking something else. I'm trying some new secret, slightly heavier hooks for a slow rise suspend action. I'll always upgrade my hooks and rings anyway. What trebles do you go for? Tim? Did anybody see that treble hook launch anywhere? I'm looking over here. Hey, I don't see it. Did anybody see it go over there? Huh. Who knows? No more barefoot walking in the room here, or crawling on the floor. The dog's foot will find it. Hopefully, the dog's foot does before the kid's foot. I don't mind snatching it out of the dog. Kids, I don't want to. But anywho, All right, I was just getting on here to say hello and let everybody know what we did for the derb yesterday and the bait finds today. I know, me too, Darius. That's why I'm really getting off here so I can go and find that hook and make sure it's not in anybody's uh, way of harming them. So that's what I'm gonna do. Took a spinnerbait to the nose at 9. Ouchie. Not if she doesn't know, Darius. Not if she doesn't know. All right, y'all have a good rest of your Sunday. I'm sure we'll talk tomorrow. Y'all be good. I'll be baking. I've been requested to bake my famous pumpkin pie next week, and I'll give you an interesting note about this pumpkin pie. The secret ingredient is black pepper. Marinate on that. Y'all be good. Take it easy.